It's time for Bear River High School Sports, a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Golden Spike Electric, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Cereal Brands, Riverside Corner, Rudd Funeral Home, Cache Valley Daily, Castelite, Adams Wealth Advisors, Frank May Skidoo, and Hanson Motors. Now, it's time for the Bear River Bears on 104.9 The Ranch.
Good evening and welcome everyone to Park City High School, home of the Miners. Dozier Field here in Park City, Utah. The venue for tonight's 4A playoff matchup, second round in the 4A football championship. The visiting Bear River Bears taking on Park City. A pretty solid contingent of Bear River faithful making the 2-hour drive here. My name is Jason Walker. I'm joined by Josh Anderson. Those of you who've listened to Logan High School games on our family of radio stations may have heard our voices. You would have also heard Josh Anderson's voice last week as we fill in for the usuals. Broadcasting here is the voice of Bear River Sports on the radio, 104.9 The Ranch. But we're here a little bit late, so we didn't have time to get through all of our Kent Smart pregame show. Kent Smart named the gold and silver medalist in Best of Northern Utah for grocery store donuts and catering. But we'll get things started here. They're just doing the coin toss between these two squads. I believe Bear River won the toss by the looks of it, as the referee is speaking to Bear River, who's dressed in their all-white uniforms, red numbers. Park City in the all-black uniforms with the red numbers and the white trim. So here we have the result of the coin toss. Bear River has elected to defer to the second half, so Park City will start with the ball. And a pretty solid Park City team, Josh. Pretty solid might be an understatement. 9-1 on the year. This is a team that kind of rolled.
Understatement. Now, some of the things that if you're a Bear River fan you got to look at. This Park City team did play that Timpanogos team that we played last week. They beat them by like 10 points. And so that shows you that, anything is still possible.
Well, you look at last week, Bear River had to go on the road. Wouldn't have been exactly favored, at least if you're going by the seedings. They go out and they beat Timpanogos. And a very solid game from the Bears in that one, as they came away with the win. Really thrilling victory in the end there, Josh. Pretty insane. That ending was pretty crazy with some of the last-second stuff that happened.
Unbelievable. I mean, we've had a few of those games this season, but that was one of the best.
And, Bear River getting the 23-17 win in that game, but now taking on Park City here. 9-1, finished second in their region. They're looking to advance after getting a first-round bye. Here's the kickoff. Kick that should be returnable. Yes, toes on the end line. Going to return it out, running left, trying to cut through the defense. Swarmed, eventually dropped on about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, by number Trey White there, the junior free safety there with the beautiful tackle there to clean it up.
So the Bears coming out to start this game, Park City. Why did I suddenly think? It's because they're wearing black. That's the problem. I was thinking it was Bear River. I'm just so used to
thinking all the same colors.
Black jersey equals Bears. I hope that's the last time I make that mistake. All right, so Park City, that was like 10 seconds ago I was saying Park City starting with the ball. So they'll begin things here, shotgun formation, although a team that does like to run the ball quite a bit, but they're going to start with a pass. Left-handed quarterback throwing it deep. He's got a man. Just off his fingertips. That was inches away from being a long touchdown there.
And this is when you hope the weather will not affect the game, but right there, I think the weather affected it. It's a little cold out there. It's a little colder up here in Park City. That was a good throw, a catchable throw, hit his hands. I just think it's the first play of the game. The hands were cold. The ball is harder. I think that was a catchable ball, and the weather played an effect into that. But that should have been caught, and if it was caught, that was 7.
Eli Warner just off his hands. Now running it, quarterback keeper Sebastian Bodley, or Bash. There's a flag at the end thrown kind of right at where Bodley called him Bodley, and then I heard everyone calling him Bodley. So I don't have a pronunciation guide solidly down.
Haynes there, but it looks like then there's a holding against them.
Yeah, so that'll back Park City up. It is indeed a holding on the offense. So instead of 3rd and about 8 or 9, it'll be 2nd and they're going to call it about 20. Yeah, since they gained no yards there. Under center now, back to pass is Bodley. Scrambling, he's being chased by the defense. Finally goes out of bounds. He was chased out of bounds by Tyden Jones.
And Bodley's got a little bit of speed, so that's something you got to watch for. He was able to, turn the corner a little bit on Tyden Jones there, which Tyden Jones a good running back linebacker there. That's something that the scramble ability for this quarterback is something that the Bears have got to. They can't diminish that aspect of his game.
Yeah, on a team full of good runners, Bodley is one of those good runners, but it's 3rd and a long ways, so he's going to have to use that left arm as they split 4 wide receivers. One of them's kind of close to the line there. 2 Bodleys left, and he's going to roll that way, facing some pressure, throws short, finds Warner, breaks through a couple of tackles, but they will swarm him. Is that a flag out there in the middle of the field?
It looks like it.
There is. It's right about where the linebackers will line up on the defense.
And that's an interesting flag because the quarterback just, he...
That's like an ineligible man downfield because they threw it short.
Yeah, that's got to be what it is.
The referees are discussing. Yeah, it is on Park City, I believe, because the referee kind of pointed over to, it's an ineligible man downfield, but I believe that will be declined. Park City did gain about 7 or 8 yards, but it's still going to be about 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12, so they're going to send out their punt team.
And, good call by the coaches there. That's the exact place that they wanted the ball to go. They left that open, covered everything else. They checked down to that route. He was able to get 7, but on a 3rd and 20, you'll give that up any day. Makes it a 4th and 11, and with that, you're going to punt on that, on your own 20-yard line there.
Max Broadbeck will be the one to punt. He lines up at 10, 12 yards deep. I think there's the game clock reset. Unfortunately, we don't have our score cam available. We opened up our box and found out that the cord had been crushed en route. So they took about 25 seconds off the clock. That's about how long this drive had lasted. Long snap is there. Punt is low. It's going to bounce. Going to try and catch it off that bounce. Scooped up. Running over to his left. Eventually tackled. Short return there from Tatum Stevens.
And great coverage there. Bear River had a defender there that was in a pretty awkward position. Could have been a block in the back, but the Park City runner just ran a little quicker. Wasn't able to get the block in the back, which is a good thing, but great kick coverage there by the Miners.
So Bear River going to start on their own 44, and Jackson Tyre, I'm going to accidentally call him Josh Tyre at least once in this game.
Probably, but I'll tell you, he had a killer game last, as well as Cash Avery.
Tyre going to throw on the first play, caught, Stevens wrapped up, but not after a gain of about 4. As the senior making his way near the midfield marker. And so that's going to set up 2nd and 6 as we welcome you to Park City High School for this 4A playoff game between the Bear River Bears and the Park City Miners. Bears with the ball. Jackson Tyre in shotgun, hands off behind him, running to his left, trying to get around the corner,
is he gonna
finding
be able to
some
turn
space.
It? Yes.
He's going to get past the first down marker and gain a couple extra yards for his efforts. Gladen Behrens, the sophomore.
Yeah, Behrens with a little bit of speed. Now, he did run backwards, and they pushed him backwards, but with a little bit of that speed, he was able to turn the corner and get that first down.
So on the plus 45 now are the Bears. 10-19 to go here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Tyre going to drop back to pass, looking over the middle. Oh, and it tipped and then intercepted. Oh, didn't quite see the linebacker in the window as Ben Souza, the middle linebacker, picked that one off and returns it to just about midfield.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. I actually think that pass was thrown a little behind him. He did not see the linebacker, tried to put it in a little window. Not a great decision there, and that was intercepted.
So I misspoke. I thought they got it close to midfield, but he went down pretty early on the 45. So right where the Bears just snapped the ball on offense, Park City now takes over. Now a pitch out to the left side, going right to left here. Getting around the corner, got some room to run. One man to be across the 20, skips around, but he'll get tackled from behind.
And really what happened is there was almost like a crackback. They had a receiver come and blow up the defensive end outside linebacker there, and it just freed up everything. Created a pile in the speed of Park City. He was just able to sprint down the sidelines.
That was Werner, the man who just missed out on a long reception. Now he's going to get another pitch, this time to the right, cuts inside, and he's going to gain about 8 yards there.
Yeah, they're finding something on the edges there. They're just doing little tosses. They weren't able to get anything right up the middle, but a little bit of passing, getting a fullback there, leading the way with a tight end.
A lot of tempo here as they pitch it once again to the left, although a lot less success there as they run this play for a third time in a row.
You know, and I don't blame them. They ran it twice. I mean, they're pulling a guard. The guards are coming around. Even though some of the Bear players are non-blocked, those linemen are actually getting to them with a little bit of little speed because of the pulling, and the backs have got a little bit of wheels, but a big 3rd down and 2 here.
9:13 to go here in the first quarter. We're scoreless, but Park City close to changing that. Quarterback keeper knees in. They will change that. Touchdown, Park City. Sebastian Bodley with the short run.
Yeah, they found something there. Like they ran the last 4 plays were little pitches out. You know, Bear River's only stopping for less than 8 yards one time, and so that's definitely something the coach has got. That's a wrinkle there they've got to fix.
Now in on the PAT for Park City, Tanner Pidwell, the junior place kicker. Snap, hold, kick is good. I think. Hold on. Oh, no, I think there was a whistle before the play. Because they did the kick and everyone just kind of.
A little flag.
Oh, offside on the defense. And they don't get to just decline that because it blows the play dead on an offside. At the high school level.
Yep.
Should specify. I don't know if they just lined up in offside because nobody really jumped. So they're just going to line it up. I think he's going to kick it from about the exact same spot.
Yeah, about a half yard closer.
There's the snap, kick once again, and that one looked even better. And that one is in, so that'll make it 7-0 to Park City. Bear River down after the turnover. So now after going down, they'll have some work to do. Again, we're here on 104.9 The Ranch. You know, we're not the usual voices to hear for Bear River Sports. Jason Walker with Josh Anderson. I mentioned the uniforms earlier, which is the uniform check sponsored by Bob's Body Shop, a preferred auto body repair center in Tremonton. And they'll take care of all the insurance paperwork for you. Called 257-7825. That's 257-7825. For those who may be confused like I was, Park City in the black uniforms with the red numbers, Bear River in the all-whites with the red numbers. So, yeah, I have already been confused by that once because they have the exact same color schemes. So now Park City kicking from right to left here across your radio dial on 104.9 The Ranch. Well, those of you watching on CashValleyDaily.com should also be able to see the action here as we're at 7-0, 9:06 to go here in the first quarter. Park City with the advantage over Bear River. High kick and deep.
Ooh, wow, out of the end zone. Powerful leg by that kicker there.
Yeah, impressive.
I mean, and it had height all the way. It wasn't just bouncing through.
Yeah, that's a Division I leg right there. So Bear River going to take over now on their own 20. They started their last drive on the 44, made it as far as the plus 45 before Josh Tyre threw an interception.
There you go, Josh Tyre.
Oh, did I? Oh, Jackson Tyre. See, I told you I'd do it.
I love it.
Jackson Tyre, he is in the shotgun formation. As they get ready to start here, handoff and wrapped up in the backfield immediately is Reggie Hess.
No, and right there they just tried to do a read zone. Tyre needs to hold on to that just a little bit more. That was the read man. That's the guy. If you're going to get tackled by that, that's when you've got to pull it and try to get whatever you can. but he was so quick into the backfield that I think it was he probably just had to keep it in there without, disrupting the mesh point there.
Hess was a Cache Valley Media Group Prep Player of the Week a few weeks back with a spectacular performance, a couple long touchdowns, including a return touchdown, but -2 yards on that run. Tyre back to pass, looking for a screen, throws, caught. Got a bit of room to run and a couple of blockers. He's going to gain about 7. The runner there, yes, that is
22.
Yeah, Behrens, Gladen Behrens. I couldn't see his number like the entire time because at first there was a wall of linemen and then there was a bunch of Park City guys tackling him. But not before setting up 3rd and 5 from the sophomore running back on that screen. Pretty well executed there.
It was. Called a great call. The linemen were really deep in there. Oh, tough catch there.
Tyre flanked by Tyden Jones and Behrens. They're going to hand off to Jones. He's going to try and power his way through to the first down. And there might have been a fumble at the end. And if there was a fumble, Jones was about 1 yard shy of the first down. I don't know if I like
that call because he was fighting for everything. They pushed him back, and that's when the ball finally came out. I feel like that was, his forward progress had stopped.
Yeah, and I think one of the referees was indicating the referee was a little closer because one came in and immediately signaled Park City ball. The other, as Park City started celebrating, emphasizing, no, he was down.
Yeah, that's a good call then.
And I think the other referee deferring, say, hey, you were closer. I thought I saw what I saw. But the other referee overruling it. So instead of Park City taking over on the 29, Bear River's going to punt here on 4th and 1.
Now, in the last game, Bear River did show a couple trick plays, and so you got to be ready for everything.
They are going to punt it high, spiraling punt toward the right sideline, going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. And he's walking up, and that's a long way. There we go. A little dramatic there. He walked all the way to the 40 just to come back to the 46.
Had to get his angle. There.
I mean, it's tough doing that job, figuring out exactly where it went out of bounds. Like, I do not envy the job of a referee to figure out where it went out of bounds. But it is referee form to do that. Walk to a spot, walk back up.
Okay, now let's see. Park City with the ball. They've just been tossing the ball out in the C gap.
They're going to hand it off straight up the middle. Short gain, call it 3.
Yeah, 3 there. And Bear River's been able to stop some of those up. 3 you can live with. It's the 6 and the 7 that they've been able to get on the toss. So watch that toss here on these next plays.
So Park City on their own 49, 6:46 to go here in the opening quarter. Miners have the 7-0 lead and the ball as they try and build a lead over the Bears. Under center, motion fumble snap. He's going to have to fall on it. He picked it up, was on his knees, then he got crushed by one of
Tyden Jones. Yeah, there was going to be a little trick play, almost like a jet sweep there. But he tripped. I don't know if he got stepped on, but then he tripped and kneeled down for a loss there. But
yeah, the ball was on the ground and he was having to go for it.
Yeah, 3rd and 10 here. Big opportunity there for the Bears.
Yeah, big break certainly. Park City has not moved the ball well through the air. I think they've got a couple of short passes for minimal gains, or in one case a meaningless 7-yard gain. And the one long incomplete pass. They try to go for it all in their opening play. But Bodley back to pass. Shakes off the tackle. Now running for it, trying to get some yards toward the first down marker. He's not going to come particularly close.
Oh, boy, and we had the linebacker there just, blitzed the A gap and just ran right past him. The quarterback just stood still. I don't know if the linebacker there was just thinking that he was going to move, but either way, it disrupted the whole momentum. He had to scramble, and the Bears are able to get him out for only a gain of 4, setting up a 4th and 6. So great blitz and disrupting the play, and so Park City's back to punt.
So, 4th and 6 as Park City will punt. They're basically right at midfield, and they'll punt it here. They're missing a man in their formation. 4 seconds on the play clock. They'll get it off, though, with 2 seconds to spare. Punt, line drive, plenty of time to catch this, as Stevens will return it to the left, trying to find a lane. He'll get wrapped up and taken down just as he gets about to the 25. So with about 5:38 to go here in the opening quarter, Bear River taking over with a 7-0 deficit. I was about to say 7-0 lead. That's the opposite.
And I think this is what you've got to, if you're the Bears, you've got to rely on your offense here. Your defense has shown that you've had 2 good plays, but you can bend and break. And so this offense has got to put some points on the board.
Tyre looking to the sideline, resetting the play. He's got 2 wide receivers to either side. He's got Behrens just behind him, lined up as a running back. He's going to fake a handoff. Tyre going to scramble to his right, trying to find someone to throw to. Hurls it long. It's going to be just out of bounds, out of the reach of Corver Riley.
Yeah, and he got greedy there. He did have number 9. He had Cash Avery just 10 yards down the field. He tried to go for the big run, but I mean they were open. But that's just a real difficult play That's a difficult throw. I mean you're on the run, sprinting, trying to get it downfield. On a laser there, but he got a little greedy there.
A lot of quarterbacks who can make that throw tend to have a scholarship offer from a pretty good school.
Yep, and he's got that. I mean, that might be him next year. He's got that talent.
He's certainly shown his athleticism now. 5 wide, spread wide for Tyre. He drops back to pass, scrambling away from pressure, looking to throw. He's going to throw it short this time. Oh, just off the hands. Very similar situation, scrambling to his right, and this time he went short for Avery.
And that is the play that he should have done last time. Still a little too much on mustard on that, but that's the play I wanted last time. It was well thrown. Cash Avery once again. That's a weather play. That's a hard ball that's thrown a little too hard, and your hands are cold. The ball's hard. It just bounces off your hands. Those hurt.
So 3rd and 10, 5:23 to go here in this opening quarter. Bear River trying to come back from an early 7-0 deficit. Tyre in shotgun, 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. As he drops back to pass for a 3rd straight time. Once again scrambling. This time he's going to run. There's a flag, though. Whatever this is will probably be coming back as Tyre runs out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that's in the backfield. It looks like that's the hole where Tyre was able to escape. That's typically a holding there.
And we would probably see such a penalty declined. And the referee is indicating that it seems to be on Bear River.
Oh, they're saying take him back.
Oh, yeah, they want to push him back, so they're going to make it 3rd and 20, maybe trying to play the field position game.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, I don't think they can get a 3rd and 20, so let's let him throw the ball and maybe give us 10 more yards of field position.
He's saying to get the exact same result, we just have to not give up 15 yards on this play. And he's putting a lot of trust in his defense now as Bear River facing 3rd and 20. 5:15 to go in this opening quarter here at Park City High School in this 4A playoff game.
And Park City lines up almost like a man. They only have 1 deep safety there.
Wonder if they'll look to bring pressure.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. If you're in a man position, I mean, that's when you typically go on to see who's got the linebacker on them, and you run them deep.
Tyre with the single back behind him. He's going to roll to his right immediately in a designed rollout. Now facing pressure, he's sacked inside the 5-yard line.
Wow.
Bear River now backed up. 4th down and forever to go.
And it looked like that's the middle linebacker there. That's his contain. That's he. And then the minute he lost contain there, it was his job to clean it up. And I'll tell you, he's got wills, and he got him for a loss. That's a huge sack. Great decision by the Park City coach to do that. I mean, that's almost 20 yards there.
Dallin Rice on to punch. Short kick. It's high. Going to bounce on about the 32-yard line, then roll up out of bounds, maybe at about the 40.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big field. I mean, by just taking that penalty, he probably gained like 30 yards right there just with the risk.
Yeah, with the penalty and the sacks, it was 10 yards, and they probably lost another 10.
Yeah.
And then you almost got your heels on the back of the end zone, kind of make a punter nervous there.
Yeah, they get the ball on the 38-yard line. I mean, they would have punted from the 35, and so, wow, that's a huge flip in the field.
I-formation handoff directly up the middle, now cutting back to the left side, up the sideline. Warner getting around the sideline to the inside the 15, a big gain there of about 25 yards.
Just utilizing what he's got. I mean, he's just following his fullback there. Hit the hole, accelerated.
Bodley lining up in the pistol once again. Handoff to Warner. There was almost a false start there.
Yeah, I thought the fullback false start. I thought they gave. That should have been called.
Warner with the carry. He gains. I don't think he gained anything.
I think the fullback was off. He jumped, and so he was a little hesitant. He missed his block.
Yeah, he was anticipating the snap a little bit. He about fell forward. Let him get away with it, though. Wasn't the most egregious infraction. 2nd and 10. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Park City leading 7-0 and the ball in the red zone. Bodley rolling to his right, left-handed throw. Very difficult, and he ends up overthrowing his man. That'll set up 3rd and 10. And for how many, Park City's had quite a few explosives, but for some of these explosives, Bear River stepping up on 2nd and 3rd down so far.
Yeah, they're showing the bend not break. It's just, I'm just surprised they haven't gone to that pitch that they ran for 8 yards a pop on that possession that they scored.
Oh, they're lining up an absolutely stacked formation. Bodley going to run through the line, powering his way through several Bears, and it's going to be a touchdown.
And maybe I should have kept my mouth shut, but that's the exact hole that I told them to go through. They just put both backs as almost like a H-back and a fullback to, ISO'd the quarterback. The quarterback was the running, followed right behind him, broke a tackle, and ended up scoring a touchdown.
2nd rushing touchdown of the day for Sebastian Bodley as he ran that one in from, I believe, 14 yards. Now here's the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. So that makes it 14-0. Bear River being put on their back heels in this one with the early deficit. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Central Milling, they produce high quality flour for home and commercial kitchens. They are the Ferrari of flour. Central Milling is proud to help bring this broadcast. I'm stumbling over my words, Josh. Central Milling not going to stumble over their product though. Make sure you get their high quality flour. Maybe it'll help me learn how to speak. It's not like I'm a professional broadcaster. I wouldn't say professional broadcaster.
Fold me. Looking at the scoreboard, it looks like Mountain Crest is up 7-0 on Skyview. I don't have the time on that, but Green Canyon Uinta are 7-7 with 4:09 in the first.
Sorry, I muted your mic because I had to cough. I forgot which mic was mine.
It's all good.
All these mistakes I keep making.
Ridgeline is up 28-7 on Hurricane at half. Wow.
That Ridgeline game started an hour before we kicked off here, and I believe an hour before Mountain Crest and Skyview kicked off. Because I believe they started at 6, much like we did. The Riverhawks trying to give Hurricane some time to drive back home after their game. So the touchback on the kickoff. I think every time we see Park City score, we're probably not going to see a return.
Nope.
Given the leg he's got. So Bear River starting it once again on the 20-yard line. Struggling a little bit with 3 straight pass attempts. Well, 3 dropbacks. One of them ended up being a scramble. Handoff to Hess, trying to get around the left side. He will not do so. He'll be dropped for a short loss, I believe. Caught a loss of 2 or 3. Depending on how good my angle is and my eyesight is. 3:23 to go here in the first quarter. As Bear River trying to overcome a 14-0 deficit and a 2nd and 12 here. Jackson Tyre back to pass, looking to his left, throws short, nearly intercepted. He was looking for Hess. Nearly found a black jersey instead.
Yeah, telegraphed that pass. They both went up for it. Park City there almost should have come down with it. He had the more momentum, but, Hess there with just, playing a little defense was able to get it out, but that could have been a pick 6 very easily.
3rd and 12 now. Second straight drive where we've seen Bear River in a 3rd and long. And now Tyre back to pass, or likely back to pass once again as he's in an empty backfield. 3 wide receivers to his right. He'll look that way. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to scramble. Has a host of Park City defenders between him and the first down marker, and he'll come up just shy. he makes it to about the 27, 28-yard line. He needed the 30.
Yeah, and he tried everything he could to get up to that first down. He ended up taking a pretty big hit there, but sacrificing his body for a few yards. That's one of those coverage. They let him get out, but then three of the Miners, bracketed him in and did not let him get to that first down.
Dallin Rice to punt once again. There's a flag, I believe, thrown by the referee. A high and decent punt.
They've got to have some form of a strategy of kicking out of bounds. They kicked everyone out of bounds. It almost seems like they don't want to. They want these Miners to return this ball.
Miners have a lot of talented runners. You imagine that that carries over to really good returners. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Miners. They lead 14-0.
And really what the Miners have shown is that C gap there on both sides has been wide open. If you're able to get a H-back or that's a tight end or a fullback, as a lead blocker to get up to that second level, the linebacker, and if your back can break even one tackle or an arm tackle, they're able to get big yardage there.
So Park City waiting the referees as they're all having a discussion here. Again, I thought there's a flag way over on the sideline. Back on like the 29. And so illegal substitution on Park City is the call.
So are they going to kick this again?
I think they are. And
would that be a first down?
I think it would be because they were about 2 or 3 yards shy of a first down. And Bear River's defense is out on the field.
Yeah, they're changing it. That's got to be a flag.
Yeah, there's that flag. It was kind of thrown pretty much right as the play started. I kind of just saw it out of the corner of my eye, so that's gonna make it 1st and 10 for Bear River. Kind of a confusing play there.
Just a 5-yard penalty, but that makes it a 1st down and 10 for the Bears.
So a break for the Bears as they'll get a chance to get this offense going once again. Their opening drive was showing a decent amount of promise for an interception, cut it short, and I think they've had a net negative yards since that drive. Although that last, it was about a 9 or 10 yard run from Jackson Tyre on a quarterback scramble. He'll once again line up. Early snap, he wasn't ready for it. Picked up by the running back. Ooh. Behrens just kind of, Tyre wasn't ready for that, and Behrens was the closest to it, scoops it up, and immediately goes down.
Yeah, he tried to get whatever he could, but you had 3 in the backfield there. That was just that's one of those that you just, coach is like, hey, come in, let's call a timeout, let's do something, let's get on the same page because they just lost, my gosh, is that 15 yards almost?
Yeah, big loss there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Mike Knorr Plumbing serves Tremonton, Cache Valley, and beyond. Mike Knorr Plumbing brings expertise and reliability to every job. Call the pros with almost half a century of experience. A Best of Northern Utah and Reader's Choice winner, Mike Knorr Plumbing. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway?
All right, we're back here really quick after the quick timeout. Bear River with the ball. They caught a break. Then they kind of hamstrung themselves with the bad snap there.
It's one of those like deals with the devil there. It's like you'll get the ball back, but then you got to start second.
All right, so Bear River with the ball in second in a long ways. Tyre handing it off, running right up the middle. Behrens on the carry. He'll gain about 5. So that'll set up 3rd and 18 or so.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I'm out of breath because I had to climb up and down a ladder during a timeout. They're calling it 3rd and 16, I think, officially or unofficially. 4 wide receiver spread for Jackson Tire. So he'll once again drop to pass. Little bit of pressure, throwing it on the running back wheel. Caught, snagged out of the air. Away from the defense. That was eerily close to interception. Barons with the snag.
Barons with the snag was able to, do a little spin move there, get an additional 2 or 3, but still 4th down and 10.
Yeah, gained about 5 or 6 officially on the play, and back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that play's really well set up, but Bear River put a little pressure. He had to throw that just a couple seconds a little early.
So here's the punt. Bounces backward. It has to be grabbed by Bear River before it bounces too far backward.
Yeah, Daxton Bingham there with it was running right back to him. Is able just to grab it and stop the forward progress there.
So 1 minute 20 to go here in the first quarter. Park City with the ball as they start on their own 37. Bodley back to throw. Long toss, and again, once just slightly out of reach.
Once again, they tried the same deep play. He was open again, just a little. That time the throw was in front of him, but boy, he's got some wills. That guy. What was his number?
Warner. Same guy they were trying to find on the long pass. Same guy who's had multiple long runs.
Warner has got some wills, and you got to watch that because I bet you they'll try that 1 or 2 more times this game.
2nd and 10 from the 37 as Park City has the 14-0 lead here with a minute 15 to go in the first. Pitch to the left. It's Warner breaking through the first line of defense. There's a flag kind of behind the runner as Warner gets to the plus 45. But we're going to see this penalty. It is on Park City.
Yeah, take him back.
So that's going to back things up for the Miners. A break for the Bears.
I got a scoreboard update. Green Canyon has pulled ahead 14-7 over Uinta with 9:29 in the second. And surprisingly, Mountain Crest is up 14-0 with 6:11 in the second.
There you go. Scoreboard update there around Region 11 as the playoffs continue. The 4A championships.
Seems like Skyview likes to get themselves in a hole, and then they usually roar back in the second, but we'll see.
Bodley on the QB keeper, trying to find that left edge, hit hard as he got toward the sideline, eventually ushered cleanly out of bounds.
And that you'll give up that play with a 2nd and 20. I mean, he ended up getting about 6 there. That's what they're averaging on that play. They were hoping probably to get 10, but still brings up a big 3rd and 15 here. 16 officially.
Yeah, 3rd down, 15 yards to go. They have it on the 32-yard line. They need to make it to the 47. Bodley in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right. He's going to look that way. Rolls out. Trying to find a man, throws it short, threw it at his receiver's feet, bounces.
And that's exactly what you want if you're the Bears. You want him throwing the ball, not using his legs, but the minute he got a little bit of pressure, threw it right at the feet, and Bears live to live another day. But they've got 1 minute left. Let's see if we can get some form of return or something. They've got to get a little bit of momentum here, the Bears do.
A minute before the end of the first quarter. Yeah, you got a good arm on Bodley. Accuracy hasn't quite been there on this cold day. There's snow around the field. That's how you know winter's here. A couple guys coming on late. One of them shouldn't be there on the punt team for Park City. And now they'll snap the ball. Oh, they're calling a timeout. They were right at the edge of the play clock. I was about to say they got the snap off before the end of the play clock. Now they're going to go ahead and they'll call that timeout, and just to avoid the 5-yard penalty and giving Bear River more field position. Today's video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com. 55, just shy of 56 seconds to go in this first quarter. Bear River with a 14-0 deficit to overcome. Tatum Stevens back to return the incoming punt from Park City to try and begin to claw back from that 14-point hole. Punt angle toward the left sideline, the near sideline here from our perspective. It'll go out of bounds, smack on the 30-yard line. It looks like they're putting it there. Is there a flag? I was looking away. Now everyone's kind of standing around.
Delay of game, is that what they're saying?
I don't see where the flag is, but there's every indication there was a penalty. So they're saying a
false start, delay of game, declined.
I think it was an illegal formation. They would not be able to decline the penalty otherwise, because false starts blow the play dead. That's the problem, is the illegal formation symbol is the same as false start, and so everyone confuses
And
them.
I mix that up every time.
Yeah.
I think you correct me on that every time.
It's a simple thing. And heck, I don't really know. That's like the one rule that I have down. All the rest of them, they're so different between college, high school,
are very different.
NFL. So Bear River taking over on the 30-yard line. I think they liked the distance on that punt. They thought it was maybe not quite as far as they figured he might be able to punt on a better attempt.
If you're Bear River, you've just got to start doing what you do best. Let's pound this ball. Let's get some short throws in, set up the big play, but we've just got to get our mojo back.
Two running backs in the shotgun formation next to Tyre, and I think he was wanting to hand it off, and then he just ran himself.
Both running backs went upfield to try to block, and he was trying to hand off. No one was there, so he just got what he could. I think he got one, maybe two, a long one there, but still got something out of nothing.
So that'll set up 2nd and 9 for Bear River. They'll probably run one more play here as we go under 20 seconds to go in this first quarter. They'll run this 2nd and 9 and then go into the quarter break, either with a 3rd down or a 1st down. Tyre, handoff, trying to go up the middle. Barron's dancing around a couple of defenders. He's going to gain about 2 yards for his efforts. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Park City High School. The Miners lead the visiting Bear River Bears by a score of 14-0 here in this 4A playoff second-round matchup. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after this.
The best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years in a row in the Best of Northern Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in Northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
Frank May Skidoo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
Welcome back here to Park City High School as Bear River takes over at the start of the second quarter. Not taking over. It's 3rd down and about 7 to go. Jackson Tyre back to pass throwing. He has to throw it away. He was being tracked and about to be taken down. Eventually is taken down after he throws the ball. Not in a roughing the passer sort of way. That's just how close everyone was to him, Josh.
Man, those Miners got in there pretty quick. I mean, even before the Bear River receiver was able to turn around at the sticks, the ball was out and basically was just thrown away there.
So into punt, If they snap it quickly,
that should be a flag.
Yeah, there's going to be an illegal substitution penalty after this punt. They just fair caught it. As there's the flag. He waited a second to throw that one. The referee was right on top of it, knowing that the penalty had happened.
I mean, you're going to get 5 yards. I mean, this is one of those that down 14, if you're Bear River, do you try to use the momentum or do you punt it back? It makes it a 4th and about 2, a long 1.5 there. And
he did get a good punt, put him on the 30-yard line.
On the 30, they may just take the punt. If they're not going to go for it on 4th, I'd probably keep the punt.
They're having a discussion. I think they have the offense huddled up, kind of on their sideline, or I think it's the offense. Seeing some of the big hogs out there. Of course, a lot of these guys will play two-way. As Park City just kind of hanging around. An illegal substitution.
Yep, they're going to decline it because they want to keep the good punt because he fair caught it with no return.
So Park City will have the ball on the 30. 11:53 to go here in the second quarter. As we've just barely begun the second frame here. Park City with a 14-0 lead. And they have the ball once again. A lot of successful and explosive plays. Have only been able to convert on, I believe, about 2 of their 5 drives. But every time they've gotten to the red zone, they have scored a touchdown, including a score they got after a turnover on Bear River's opening drive. It's unfortunate because that was the one drive that we're looking really successful on with a couple of solid passing and running plays, and they've struggled since then. Sebastian Bodley under center, going to hand off straight up the middle, I believe.
There
Eli
we go.
Warner.
Yeah, ran into the whole interior D-line, and they just plugged up that hole and gave him nothing. That was a beautiful play, but, you know, we've still seen that. We've seen that A-gap not have a lot of success. Some of those hogs up front, that nose tackle there, he's doing a great job. It's once they get to that edge, they're able to get their hands on some of those outside linebackers, and so let's see if we can get some penetration here to cause some havoc.
2nd and 9.
Watch the pitch to the right side. Nope, They're going to throw it.
Bodley rolling to his right, throws, finds Warner. He's going to gain. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And it looks like, the ball bounced around a couple of times. I thought Bear River had it. Then it squirted loose, and I think Park City managed to get it in the end.
Now, I don't know if the rule says do you get it where you get it or do you get it where he fumbled the ball.
I think that's an NFL-specific rule. Because they're giving them the first down where they recovered the ball in the end. Unfortunate break there for Bear Rivers. They nearly forced a turnover in Park City territory.
Bear River, I think it was number 6 there, was able to, that's Riley Bingham, was able to get a strip there, was able to get him,
handoff up the middle, just off the right tackle. Going for about 5 yards on 1st and 10. Is Warner once again. Yeah, call it the 46-yard line. The nose will be right on the 46. 10:21 to go here in the second quarter. As Park City leads 14-0 and has the ball here going left to right. Bodley, shotgun snap in the pistol. Hand off to Warner, going to gain about 3.
Now, running to the big number 54. That's Daxton Charez there. He was able to plug up the middle. That's pretty amazing that he's a sophomore there.
3rd and about 3 to go as we're just under 10 minutes to play in the second. Sebastian Bodley getting the call from the sideline. Not as much tempo. They were going lightning quick on some of their drives, but huddling up this time. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Running back on Bodley's right hip. He's going to drop back to pass. Escapes the pressure, just gets out of reach of the defenders. He'll get a first down. And he'll get to the 45-yard line of the Bears.
And that was close. He just had to use his wheels to almost sprint through a couple of those tackles because they had him. Oh, that one's the tough one to watch there because Bear River had 3 people had hands on him.
They did. They were so close to getting a sack or a short gain that would have forced 4th down at about midfield.
But he turned on those jets, and he exploded through there.
He's tall and fast and slippery. So they put the ball on the 46 officially. Now a toss going out to the right side. Great contain from Bear River.
That's one of the best we've done on that little toss there.
Yeah, Jones, I believe, was the one keeping contain there, forcing Warner back inside.
Yeah, Titan Jones did a great job. He set the point, made him turn back inside where his friends were able to come and clean it up.
So 2nd and 10 for Park City now. They have the ball on the Bears' 46. Fake handoff.
Oh.
Rolling out to his left. Nearly taken down. Throwing short now. Getting the first down yardage and a little extra across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Garrett Stone was there. And just if he had another half second there, quarterback, bootlegged right into him, but just barely got out of his grasp there, was able to come, just dump the ball off, and they're able to get a big run there. But Stone almost had a big play there.
Luke Castelli with the reception for the Miners. Has the ball now on the 30-yard line of the Bears. 8:21 to go here in the second quarter. Bodley rolling to his right. There's a flag on the play, and he's going to be taken down. Throws the ball at the feet of one of his receivers, so it won't be grounding, as he had number 4, Tate Campbell there. But there is a flag elsewhere on the play.
Yeah, Brecken Haynes with getting the quarterback, causing the pressure, and then having him throw the ball away. But it looks like there's probably a holding on there.
Yeah, I imagine that was thrown kind of right in the middle of the O&D line battle there, right as Bodley was rolling to his right. And so we await the, looks like, all indications are that, yes, it is a holding on the offense. That'll back him up to 1st and 20 on the 40-yard line. That's where they should be putting this here. Ball will be right about on the left hash there. 8:13 to go in the second. Park City has a 14-0 lead, but they face 1st and 20. Lining up with the bunch on the right. Just a quick snap, a wildcat actually, to Eli Warner, and he's going to gain 7 or 8 yards.
I'll tell you, that's a funky play. It's almost kind of like a tush push there, wildcat.
Yeah, just bunch everyone there.
Bunch everybody, the old Flying V reference, right, from hockey.
Yeah.
Just put everything in the middle and just run behind them.
Just go at it. 2nd and we'll call it maybe 15, so it's 14.
I think they got a D lineman in the back.
The exact same play there. Warner going to run a little further to the right, dragging a couple of defenders across the 20. He'll get the first.
And that's why they do it right there. They just got a D line there, or brought another. I think what they did is just put Arturo Alvarado there, one of their tackles, put him in the backfield, opened up a big hole.
Same thing once again. They're just going right to it. Warner, again, a decent run there. I think he's right about at 1st down yardage. They're going to give it to him.
Wow.
Runs of 14 and 10 back to back.
They're tackling. And there's a timeout. Yeah, Bear River, good call there by the coach. But they put a big old lineman back in the back. They're attacking the edges. The big old lineman's getting to the safeties in the secondary. He's able to push him out, unlike just a back would, because he's huge. He's a big old lineman, causing a big hole. Their quarterback there, he's hitting it, and boy, he's got that speed that he's able to get those extra yards.
Yeah, well, I haven't had Bodley in the game for like 3 straight plays. I looked to the sideline to see if I could find him there, and he was just standing there. Didn't look like he was injured or anything, but they've had Warner taking direct snaps 3 straight plays. As Park City trying to get themselves a 3-touchdown lead before the midpoint of the second quarter.
Look at scoreboards around the area. It looks like Mountain Crest is still up 14-6 with 1 minute until halftime up there.
Bodley back in at quarterback. Same formation, though. They just stacked a bunch of players. Bodley now going to run it Bear River wise to this play, though, and it's going to be a short gain.
And that's exactly what you've got to do, and good job, coaches. It's like just get penetration. They're going to run. So blitz in that gap. Don't just wait, and that's exactly what they did, and they caused a lot of havoc. they made the lineman, by the time that big old lineman that's playing a fullback got up, someone was already in there causing the havoc and made it a 2nd and goal there.
They did a big line change there. Looks like they're going away from that formation where they basically had, you normally have that kind of tight end lining up in, just behind the right guard or tackle. They basically had 3 guys stacked there. But still another quarterback keeper as they go to the regular shotgun. Wrapped up in the backfield. Initially hit there by number 14, Tice Capener.
Yeah, Tice Capener there with a beautiful, he was blocked out, almost kind of like the play before where I was almost going to say Garrett Stone got it, but Capener was able to grab the jersey, hold him up so he couldn't get away. He did finally get away, but he had 2 of his buddies there to just clean it up.
Yeah, held on long enough for the cavalry to come in. And so now it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 15-yard line. And that'll put Park City into more of a passing, or maybe they'll just go conservative with the run and look for a field goal. But we'll see. They got one more crack at this. Bodley going to throw, rolling to his right, trying to outpace the defense. He's going to run. He'll get wrapped up and then pushed out of bounds.
That was a close late hit, but I still like that they didn't call it. It was close enough that that's still something if you're one of the Bear River Bears you've got to watch out for. But
yeah, because he's being dragged kind of down right on the sideline, then kind of got teed up.
Yep.
If
you're in play, that's a clean play. But the minute has a step out of bounds, that was almost risky there for a late hit.
He got to about the 8 or 9 yard line, I think is where they marked him. They're going to end up kicking a field goal. We'll call it 25 yards. As they've got Tanner Pidwell. He's definitely got the leg for these field goals. We'll see if he can hit here from the right hash. Snap was a bit high. Hold was good. And the kick will be good. That'll make it 17-0. Bear River will have 5 minutes, 44 seconds to try and make something of this before halftime. They do get the ball out of the break. So if they can build some kind of momentum.
And that's if you're coach, that's what you got to say. We've got to get points on the board somehow. Because if we can get the momentum in our way and we can break them a little bit, then it could be a game because should get 2 possessions in a row.
I don't think they've had a drive last 5:44 yet. Most of them have only lasted a couple of minutes as they've struggled to maintain time of possession in this one. We'll get the kickoff here. I know we've not seen very many kick returns here from Bear River.
Nope.
Pidwell's got himself a big leg there. Just a reminder, the latest news about what's going on in your community is found on Cache Valley Daily, CacheValleyDaily.com, including photo galleries and replays of local sports, including a replay of today's game between the Bear River Bears and Park City Miners. Though it's not gone swimmingly so far as the Bears face a 17-0 deficit. Just under 6 minutes to play in the opening half. Short and high kick, though, so it is returnable.
Oh, he almost had his knee
He
down.
almost needed Reggie Hess, though. Dynamic returner, but just couldn't quite.
Oh, Reggie Hess, I thought that knee went down on the half-yard line
too.
there.
He's a guy who can get it going pretty quickly, but couldn't quite turn on the Jets. He will get to about the 19, so not a whole lot different from a normal touchback. Make sure to stay tuned as we approach halftime for the Golden Spike Electric Halftime Show. Don't let Mother Nature spoil your night. Get a Generac backup generator installed today. Call Golden Spike Electric 257-3016. Jackson Tyra back to pass, facing a bit of pressure. And he's going to be brought down. I thought he was going to escape, but he'll be sacked for a actually call it 5-yard loss.
And those are the coverage sacks. He was able to step up, look, try to find a way to get out. Nothing there. The D linemen at that time were able to, crush that pocket and get him down for a coverage sack.
So 5:11 to go here in the second quarter. For Bear River now 2nd and 15. Now under 5 minutes to play. Tyre's got 2 running backs flanking him in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to Jones as he breaks a tackle in the backfield, getting about 10 yards there. Jones just powering through. I know my first impression of Tyden Jones was watching him run for about 200 yards against Logan High School a couple of years back.
I remember that game.
He's been a feature on
talent.
He's been a feature on offense and defense for the Bears all year. Two-way impact player, not necessarily gaudy stats on either side, but an impact player nonetheless. 3rd and 5 for the Bears. They're going to hand it off once again, trying to give Tyden Jones some room to run. He will come up short, though. Call it a gain of about 1, and Bear River will send their punt team on once again. And they'll give Park City the ball with about 3.5 minutes to play in this second quarter, to specify. Park City lining up in a... Looked like they were maybe going to try and bring some pressure. They don't. Punt is high and it's fairly long, but a little to the left on the sideline. Still going to get it maybe inside the 40. We'll see it. They'll call it the 37-yard line. So a solid punt there from Rice.
3:43 left. I mean, if with the way their kicker is, they just got to get a couple first downs, and they may be able to get into their range. But Bear River's got to do everything they can not to let them extend this lead.
So here we go, pistol formation for the Miners. They'll fake a handoff. Bodley will take it himself, breaking through the middle.
Wow.
Breaking a bunch more tackles. He's a foot race to the end zone, and it's one that Sebastian Bodley will win.
That's just a pure draw right up the middle. He ran through, broke 3 arm tackles up the middle just due to that speed, and then out sprinted the free safety to the end zone. Unbelievable. I mean, I know he's tall and he's got speed, but he's just running through these tackles.
Just slippery in there. A couple of arm tackles trying to bring him down. Got the defense flowing the wrong way with that fake handoff, and is taking full advantage of that. It may have been small to some running backs, but it's enough for him to slip through. PAT is up, and it is good. So one play drive for the Miners. I don't even have time to remember what yard line. It was on the 37, I think.
Yeah,
so call that a 63-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So 3:32 to go, and it is 24-0. As Bodley now has 3 rushing touchdowns in this game of 7-14, and now it's 63 yards. As we get right back to play here with the kickoff. Bear River had a chance to make something when they were down 17-0. They'll try and do the same down 24 points. Reminder about one of our sponsors, Greer's Hardware. Greer's Do It Best Hardware is always looking to improve your shopping experience. See them at Tremont Center or call 257-7749. Kickoff is into the end zone about 5-6 yards deep. So no time off the clock. It's still 3:32 to go before the halftime break. Bear River will have the ball on their own 20. So here we go. Bear River going to try and once again get something going. I think their longest drive has gone about 15-20 yards.
They really just haven't been able to get much going. I mean, it's a pass here, a run there, but
it's usually one decent play a drive.
And they miss it by a yard or two.
Tatum Stevens catches the short pass behind the line of scrimmage, and he will be wrapped up there.
That almost looked like they were setting something up there. I mean, they kept going. I think he may have got back to the line of scrimmage, which is a pretty amazing.
That might give him a yard. Because, I was calling the play dead. The announcer was already calling it dead. And then all of a sudden the pile moved about 3 yards forward from 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He got a yard.
To about 1 yard in front. There was
two.
There was a late flag, though, from the judge on the opposite sideline from where all the action was happening.
Yeah, that's typically some extracurriculars at the end.
Yeah,
it all depends on which team it is.
Having a long discussion here. There's 3:19 on the second quarter clock, and referees are going to have a long discussion here. And I don't have an indication on who the penalty's on at this point. I'll try and keep an eye on how this discussion goes. When you need someone to fix a leak quickly, call the best of Northern Utah silver medalist Mike Knorr Plumbing, 257-0646. That's 257-0646. Did they end up enforcing a penalty?
No, they did not.
They
waved it off. 2nd and 9. The clock should be running. I don't know why they're not running.
They haven't started yet, so it looks like they'll start the clock on the snap. Jackson Tyre reeling in the snap and then handing it off to Tyden Jones, who will gain 2 yards, powering through the front line of defense for Park City to gain that. We'll cross under 3 minutes to play here in the second. 3rd down and we'll call it 6, or maybe a long 6 or a short 7. Tyre will be in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to either side of the formation. Takes the snap, trying to hand it off, but and he's going to be dragged down behind the line of scrimmage, about 10-yard loss.
Yeah, and that's a blown play right there. Right there, he tried to fake it to get, to freeze the safeties of the linebackers. His back just went directly right into the route, and, basically defensive end came. Tyre tried to outrun him, but had no luck there.
Yeah,
grabbed him by the arm.
Took a little too long having to reel in the snap, and he just wasn't able to make anything of that play. I believe Park City called a timeout.
Yeah, I think they did. They still got 2:24 here. If they can get, a rough punt here or even a return, set up a return, they could potentially get some points still, especially with the strength and leg of their kicker.
It's 4th and 14. Dallin Rice going to come out to punt once again. He's had some solid punts. He's had a couple shaky punts. Have definitely focused on not allowing a return, and that's kind of been the difference because he's gotten a good leg on the ball most of the time, but it's finding that perfect angle to keep the ball out of bounds, but still unreturnable. Park City got 2 returners back there. They've had 2 returners the entire game. As it's typically been out there, Pierce Gardner and Nicholas Morgan, I believe, are the 2 returners. Looking to field this punt from Dallin Rice. 2:24 to go in the second quarter. 24-0 advantage to the Miners. We're about to receive the ball. Are they trying to take a deliberate delay of game? What is going on? Or maybe they were waiting to reset the play clock.
Yeah, I think they just need to reset it. Because the ref's over the ball. Yeah, push it.
They're also trying to put some. Yeah, they're putting. They're all looking at the score clock, and I was assuming that they were looking at the play clock, which is slowly ticking to 0. But they're actually looking to see when the game clock added about 11 seconds back on. Here's the punt. It's going to be fairly long. Bounces on about the 48, takes a high hop, and loses a lot of its momentum, and it'll pretty much sit smack on the 50-yard line. Pretty much on the 50, on the far sideline.
2:21 left. I mean, we said that Bear River needed to stop them. With one play, they got into the end zone. So Bear River, once again, they've got to do something to – they found something with a little bit of ISO there with this quarterback just sprinting right up the middle and running through arm tackles. Let's plug up this hole. Let's see what we can do to if we're the Bear River Bears to go into halftime not giving up any more points.
You can find your best life on a Can-Am side-by-side from Frank May Ski-Doo online at frankmayskidoo.com. Oh, there's a penalty? As I look up suddenly, and they're backing it up. They keep having these penalties that I'm normally good at spotting the flag, and so far I've just seen I look up and suddenly they're backing the ball up 10 yards. So Park City trying to preserve as much time for this drive. Looked like they were going to get it on the 50. They're going to get it on their own 40 instead. But they'll have 2:21 on the clock, which is forever and a day in high school terms. with a lot of different ways you can stop the clock. Sebastian Bodley fakes a pitch. He's going to try and throw long. He's got a man behind the defense, caught, trying to outrace the defender who's got him wrapped up, trying to drag him to the end zone. He will be tackled just shy as Tice Capener managing to drag him down eventually, but not before he gets to about the 2-yard line.
And the difference between that is the first 2 deep throws, he lofted it a little bit. That was more of a laser to him. Perfect throw. Better coverage by the Bear by Capener, but I'll tell you.
And on the first play on 1st and goal, handoff to Eli Warner, and he'll punch it in from short distance, and so a 2-play drive. The last 3 plays have yielded 14 points for Park City. They've had a 63-yard rush. They've had about a 58-yard pass, and then a 2-yard run there to finish off the drive. They go up 31-0 with this PAT.
Unbelievable.
2 minutes and 6 seconds, to go here in the second quarter. It's falling apart suddenly.
Yeah, that's 21 point. That's 17 points there quickly.
Like to thank Post Consumer Brands Cereal, proud to bring you their annual cereal sale to benefit the United Way. Watch for it coming up this fall. That'd be right now. Make sure to go over to Post Consumer Brands Cereal to catch their cereal sale. I know, it's kind of frustrating.
It was a good sell, I'll tell you that.
Is it already over?
It was over. It happened a week or 2 ago. But I'll tell you, that's one of those that it all goes to United Way. If you've never done it, they do it every year, and it's an amazing sell.
I'll make sure to catch him next year. I'm behind the times here. I got it on my ad reads. Not saying that I've heard about it. I got to catch it next year. Love cereal.
Yeah.
I ate way too much of it.
Oh, it's a good sell. You can usually get like 50 bags, sometimes 50 bags a person, and it's anywhere from $1 to $1.50 a bag. It's pretty good stuff.
In this economy? Good stuff there. Good kick as well. It goes 5 yards deep in the end zone. Bear River. Should I go back in time and repeat what I've said for 2 straight drives?
Yeah.
It was 17-0 just like a minute and a half of game time ago. I'd say they went up 17-0 with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. It's now 31-0, 2:04. Looking for a screen, trying to find Barnes. He threw it behind him, though, as he was chased by the defense. Tyre couldn't connect. Second and 10.
I mean, they had it. The D-line was blitzing there, but but your linebacker's the one that says you had 2 linebackers there, read the play, stuck with him. Tyre just had to get rid of it.
Stops the clock at 2:02 now. Bear River stacking the formation a little bit. 2 running backs flanking Tyre. He'll pass once again. Scrambling to his right. Chasey's going to throw, trying to find his man. Tackle out of bounds. I think
it's Cash Avery, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe Avery, number 9. I don't think he actually caught it inbounds. If he did, he was right at the line of scrimmage. So I think they're calling incomplete. I'm pretty sure they are. 3rd and 10, no matter what happened, specifically.
A big play if you're Park City. I mean, they've
only
taken
time?
off 10 seconds there off the clock.
1:55 on the second quarter clock. Jackson Tyre back to pass once again against a 4-man rush. Throwing it long. I think miscommunication there as he overthrew. Probably looking for Cash Avery. Trying to split the safeties, but his man hadn't quite made it there yet. And now they'll punt, 4th and 10. Once again.
Yep, they've taken off 13 seconds on that drive so far.
Well, what do you got to lose? It's not like they shouldn't be aggressive at this point.
No, I agree. I like it.
You're down 31-0. Go out there.
You got to do a screen, but I still want to see something.
Now here's a punt. High, decent distance. A favorable bounce. That's going to roll down just past the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, that's one of the better plays we've seen with that bounce. We got an extra 30 yards on that bounce.
Yeah, he's been cursed with the bounce that you usually want punting it inside the 20. That time he finally got the open field bounce he wanted instead of bouncing straight up or even backwards in some cases.
And if you're Bear River right now, you're telling your coach, your team, let's just have some pride. You know, let's shore up the fundamentals. Let's get our guy. Let's wrap up. Let's do everything. We get the ball at half. Let's do our job. Let's get those fundamentals.
So Park City lining up, going for it aggressively with another long pass. Bear River wise to nearly intercepted. Went off kind of the shoulder pads. He was trying to reel it in. That was Garrett Stone.
Yeah, Stone had that there. Just mistimed it just by a split second. But that was his. And I'm going to be honest with you, Jason. If he gets that, I mean, he's still got a little bit to go, but he could have returned that quite a bit.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of people you would have set up. I know
they cleared out that whole side to try to get him to go. But, you know, Bear River lined up with that deep safety there, read it all the way. Probably should have had that pick, but either way, knocked it down for a beautiful play.
I think Bear River kind of sold out knowing they were probably going to try and go for Warner. Another pass, though, immediately pressured, though, is Bodley. He gets away, throws it, trying to find his man. It was swatted away. Not sure
that
if
was
it was
a crazy play
because
it almost looked like they were going deep with the backup as a screen. And then they rolled two O-linemen and a back there. The back just dropped it, but they had two linemen. That still could have gone for a minute. That was a kind of a crazy play call there.
I think Brady Payne was the one who kind of swatted it away. And a bit of a formation change. I wonder if we're going to see that kind of stack formation. Yeah, we are over on that right side of the formation, just bunching a lot of lead blockers.
And if I'm Tyden Jones, I blow that up.
Oh, they're going to run away from it, trying to catch Bear River off guard. They were not caught off guard. They're going to drop him for about a half-yard loss.
And Tyden Jones blew it up and then ran across the whole side to make that tackle. Beautiful play by the linebacker there. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. A little bit of fundamentals, a little bit of doing your job there, making some good tackles, not doing arm tackles, wrapping them up. They got 0 yards on that. And, I mean, heck, we still got a minute left with some additional timeouts there. Yeah. We might be able to get some points here.
Yeah, Bear River calling a timeout. They have 2 left now. I've not kept track of their timeouts. I knew Park City had 1.
I still think this last 3 minutes has taken about 20 minutes of time.
Yeah, I think these since going up 17-0, I think it took shorter to get from the first quarter to 5:44 in the second than it has to go from 5:44 in the second to 1:07 in the second.
Crazy.
So we'll punt. I imagine Bear River will maybe look to bring the heat here. Park City going max protect. Bear River looking like they're going max block. I don't know what are the technical terms on those. Waiting the snap here on the punt. Good snap. Good kick. It'll bounce on about the 47. Oh, catching off the bounce of Stevens. That was about as dangerous as you can get, but he did it.
He's got to try something. He did get 3 yards. Still kind of crazy. It's one of those no, okay, but still.
Well, he had the hands to do it. The soft hands grabbed that.
He's got those hands.
By the edge of the football and gained about 3 yards for his efforts.
This is actually pretty good field position for the Bears here, starting on their own, 46-yard line, but a play here, a play there with a minute left. There's hope here for some points.
It's pretty much equal to some field or close to the field position they had, I think, toward the start of the game. Low snap there. Jackson Tyree picks it up, though. Immediately pressured, though. Oof. And he tries to throw it short. And the pressure affected the throw. He couldn't quite get it to Behrens.
Couldn't get his legs beneath him. He was open. That was his check down route. Just hit his feet, and Behrens just not able to bring it in.
I think it's Behrens. I keep saying Behrens. I need a pronunciation guide. 2nd and 10 from the 46. 53 seconds. Or just shy of 53. They're going to call it 52.8 to be technical here. And Tyre with 4 wide receivers to potentially throw to, maybe even the running back behind him. Tyre, 5-step drop, slowly shuffling to his left, throws caught Cash Avery at about the plus 48-yard line. They're going to call it the 49. Bear River going to hurry it up as we go under 40 seconds to play. 3rd and about 5. As they quickly try and set up the formation there. They had 3 wide receivers right now. They're going to have 2 split either side. That took them back an extra 8 seconds off the clock. Tired of try and throw, immediately rushed and eventually brought down for a sack. They had 2 guys coming off the edge, and
they brought the house and they got him.
Yeah, they managed to get him off his rhythm. Didn't even really have time to focus downfield. And that's going to be the end of the first half. It looked like they were going to line up and maybe go for it on 4th and 9, but that's going to be a halftime. Make sure to stick around. We've got the Golden Spike Electric halftime show here on 104.9 The Ranch and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system service? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brands cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots.
Golden Spike Electric is your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership. We're your friends and your neighbors.
We grew up here. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
In need of a trailer to haul your livestock, snowmobiles, or ATV? Make sure to see CNR Trailer Sales in Tremonton. They also carry flatbeds and enclosed trailers. CNR Trailer Sales, 435-246-3048. Online at crtrl.com.
It's time for cold weather fun. Golden Spike Power Sports in Tremonton carries Polaris snow machines to get you in and out of the backcountry. Golden Spike Polaris has a snowmobile you'll love with all models available. Golden Spike Power Sports, Tremonton, online at gspike.com. Frank May Ski-Doo has a deal on select 24 Can-Am models, rebates up to $3,000 on SSV units and $1,000 on ATVs, and 2.99% financing for 36 months. Frank May Ski-Doo in Honeyville. 4-time Best of Northern Utah gold medalist. See store for details.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Need new snow tires? K&N Automotive has the winter tires you need to stay safe on icy roads. They'll help you choose the right set and ensure they're expertly installed with tire pressure checks to keep you in control during the harshest winters. Don't let winter catch you off guard. Visit K&N Automotive in Tremonton today.
Auto owners pays what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300. 695-2300.
Mike Knorr Plumbing serves Tremonton, Cache Valley, and beyond. Mike Knorr Plumbing brings expertise and reliability to every job. Call the pros with almost half a century of experience. A Best of Northern Utah and Reader's Choice winner, Mike Knorr Plumbing. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call them today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castilite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castilite.com.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years in a row in the Best of Northern Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in Northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
Frank May Ski-Doo.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Park City High School. We're bunched up here trying to stay warm here in the press box at Park City High School here. As Park City has a 31-0 lead over Bear River.
And Bear River, man, they kept it so close until the last 17 points in the last 3 minutes. But
yeah, you go through the first quarter, you're down 14-0. You had Sebastian Bodley and Eli Warner kind of dominating in the run game for the Miners. Bear River's really their only problem through the first quarter and a half is the fact their offense wasn't getting going. Their defense was making some plays. You know, a few explosives you give up on defense, but then you stand up. You know, it's like a 30-yard game, but then you hold them and force them to punt. Or you do have a couple of scoring drives they gave up, obviously. But then 5:44 to go in the second quarter. They kick a field goal to go up 17-0. And Bear River takes over, and you think, okay, you might be able to get something going, but then they go, short drive. Kick it to Park City, 63-yard touchdown run from Bodley. Bear River goes out, short drive again. They get a 58-yard pass to Eli Warner. He's tackled on the 2, or excuse me. Yeah, I think it was to Eli Warner. Then he runs it in on the next play. And so in the span of, there's 332 was that 63-yard run, then 206 was the 2-yard rush to make it 31-0. It's just bam, bam, bam.
17 points in 3 minutes. Crazy.
Yeah, just absolutely insane. Just frustrating if you're Bear River, where you felt like you were mostly keeping pace with the 9-1 team. Obviously had some things to work on, But, with under 6 minutes to play, you had a chance to maybe get that. A lot of coaches, they emphasize on the last 4 minutes. In this case, it was last 5.5, but then the first 4 minutes of the second half. Bear River could drive, get points, come out of halftime, maybe get more points. And instead of that, you give up 14 straight points after that. So.
And the crazy thing is they're not doing anything crazy here. They're just athletes. They're throwing the ball deep. They've tried it 3 times. He's been open all 3 times. He's just dropped one, overthrown one, and had a perfect catch for the third. But, man, he's their quarterback, he's got speed.
Yeah, Sebastian Bodley's made a lot of plays.
Bodley has made plays. Bodley, he's just lining up in the back, and they're doing just a draw. He's sprinting like an athlete, and he's running through every arm tackle they can because of that speed. And a couple plays here, a pitch to the left, pitch to the right, a deep ball. Bodley just making plays with his legs. That's all they've done. Other than that, they're very simple offense is what's happening, but they're just utilizing their talent that they've got and maximizing it.
Yeah, again, this halftime show brought to you by Golden Spike Electric. Don't let Mother Nature spoil your night. Get a Generac backup generator installed today. Call Golden Spike Electric 257-3016. That's 257-3016. So that's kind of the summary there. You had this game within reach, and now 31-0. So much work to do in this second half, but it's not over until there's 000s on that clock. Bear River going to fight and claw back, much as they have all season. Very, very resilient team, this Bears squad, and so we'll see what they've got in store in the second half. We'll join you then here on 104.9 The Ranch, and as well as streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com. Your video experience brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors.
Family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brands cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots.
Golden Spike Electric is your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership. We're your friends and your neighbors. We grew up here.
At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
In need of a trailer to haul your livestock, snowmobiles, or ATV? Make sure to see CNR Trailer Sales in Tremonton. They also carry flatbeds and enclosed trailers. CNR Trailer Sales, 435-246-3048. Online at crtrl.com.
It's time for cold weather fun. Golden Spike Power Sports in Tremonton carries Polaris snow machines to get you in and out of the backcountry. Golden Spike Polaris has a snowmobile you'll love with all models available. Golden Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com. Frank May Ski-Doo has a deal on select 24 Can-Am models, rebates up to $3,000 on SSV units and $1,000 on ATVs, and 2.99% financing for 36 months. Frank May Ski-Doo in Honeyville. 4-time Best of Northern Utah gold medalist. See store for details.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Need new snow tires? K&N Automotive has the winter tires you need to stay safe on icy roads. They'll help you choose the right set and ensure they're expertly installed with tire pressure checks to keep you in control during the harshest winters. Don't let winter catch you off guard. Visit K&N Automotive in Tremonton today.
Auto owners pays what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300. 695-2300.
Mike Knorr Plumbing serves Tremonton, Cache Valley, and beyond. Mike Knorr Plumbing brings expertise and reliability to every job. Call the pros with almost half a century of experience. A Best of Northern Utah and Reader's Choice winner, Mike Knorr Plumbing. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call them today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years in a row in the Best of Northern Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in Northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
Frank May Ski-Doo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Ski-Doo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back here to Park City High School, home of the Miners, and the venue for today's 4A playoff football game. In Park City looking like they're going to be the one to advance, up 31-0 over the Bears. Reminder of one of the sponsors of today's broadcast of Bear River Sports on 104.9 The Ranch. It's brought to you by Riverside Corner Sinclair, home to the famous chicken strips, and was recognized in the best of northern Utah. Stop by on your way in or out of town. You'll be glad you did.
Oh, it's good. They got some good strips there. I've been there.
So let's do, right before we begin the third quarter here, let's go through a bit of a scoreboard update. I think I just barely got an update from one of our, one game just went final. Ridgeline 45-7 over Hurricane. And I believe we've also got Skyview. They took the lead over Mountain Crest 17-14.
It looks like Green Canyon's pulling away now 35-14 in the 7:31 in the third.
As they they host Uinta. Basically every Region 11 team in Cache Valley except for Bear River is technically, Mountain Crest on the road, but they're at Skyview, so not too far away from home.
Yeah, Green Canyon just scored again, 42-14.
There we go. They had a strip sack a moment ago when we got our latest update, so they scored pretty quickly after forcing that turnover. So Skyview, Green Canyon, and Ridgeline all with leads, or in the case of Ridgeline, they won. Bear River facing a deficit against the 9-1 Park City Miners as they kick off to start the second half on the end line. Now returning is Bear River. Tatum Stevens with the wheels, getting it across the 25. Call it the 27, maybe 28, depending on where they finally spot this one.
Okay, and if I'm Bear River, if I'm the coach, I'm basically saying we got to find an identity in this second half. Whatever happened in the first doesn't matter anymore. Let's win this second half. Let's go to our fundamentals. Yeah. Let's do what we did all season. Let's find something that's working, and let's do it.
If this be the last game from any of these wonderful seniors, you go out in a blaze of glory. Here's the first play of the second half from the scrimmage for Bear River, and they're going to get about 4 yards. Titan Jones on the run.
And, he's one of those seniors that, he's had an amazing career, and I'm going to, love watching the last – unless something happens crazy here with some turnovers and other things, this is going to be fun to see him finish off his career.
Jackson Tyre in the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Jones. Bit of a miscommunication there. Flag.
I was going to say the referee didn't see it, but the umpire did.
One of the back judge or the
back judge, it was right in front of him, but there was definitely a hold there on Bear River.
So that'll back up the Bears 10 yards from that line of scrimmage. It was an incomplete pass otherwise. And so second and probably about 15 or 16 is what we'll end up calling this one. So we'll just inside the third quarter, 11 minutes, 12 seconds to go for the Bears. Tyre once again in the shotgun. I believe he's got Jones behind him. They'll hand it off just off the right guard, bouncing to the outside a little bit, powering through a couple of arm tackles, and then falling forward for about 4 or 5 yards. I'll give him close to 6 there.
He's running a little possessed today. I mean, he's showing that he's taking on all those tackles. That contact, he's not shying away from it.
3rd and 11, 3 wide receivers to the right of Tyre. Titan Jones behind him. He'll look to his right now over the middle. Fleshed out of the pocket, throws over the middle.
There we go.
Tatum Stevens got the first down, running to the sideline, trying to beat the defense to the edge. Won't quite do it.
And I love that. They basically had 3. They had the 3-on-3, ran into the honey hole where the linebacker's zone was, just sat down. Tyre was able to scramble, make a beautiful throw, and boy, that's a first down. We needed one of those, a long first down.
I needed a good play there. Gain of about 14 on the pass from Tyre to Stevens. And now a 5 wide split for Tyre is a quick throw there, trying to find his man Eli Brager, but won't get it there. One of the linemen lost their helmet there, Alex Castro. He'll go to the sideline, be replaced for a play, as the Bears face 2nd and 10 with 10:11 to go here in the third quarter. Three wide receivers to the right side. This near sideline is Bear River going left to right here. Tyre in shotgun. Tyden Jones behind him. Fakes the handoff, throws it short. Cash Avery. He's going to get close to that first down yardage. They'll give it to him.
And that's the receiver that I was wanting to see more of. He's got some of the best hands that I've seen, and they need to go back to him more. Some of those quick throws, utilize his ability to catch and get some yards after the catch. I love those quick throws. They're almost like runs sometimes, and with his ability, he's able to get long yardage.
Yeah, Cash Avery, definitely probably one of the more underrated athletes in this region. Always feels like he's making plays. Well, just now a false start on Bear River. That is not quite making plays there. I believe the left guard jumped. And so that'll back up Bear River, as this is their first drive, I think, with multiple first downs, I believe.
Yes, it is. It's exactly what you're doing. Let's go back to their offense. Let's play their ball.
Several good passes, finding passing windows, and some room to run. Tyden Jones with a couple of strong, powerful runs, and he's once again lined up behind Jackson Tyre. In the shotgun, fake the handoff, catching the screen pass I didn't see who that was.
See it, but boy, they had the I can't see the number on the Park City Miner, but I'll tell you, he blew up that play.
I think Eli Brager was the one who caught it and was just trying to stumble forward. He was like just right on the edge of tripping and falling over for about 2 or 3 seconds. There is a Park City player down on the ground in pain and not having a good time. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break here as he is attended to by the trainers.
I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system service? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brands cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots.
Go.
Back here at Park City High School after the injury timeout, Bear River down 31-0 and facing 2nd and 14. They snap the ball and hand it off to Reggie Hess, looking for that right edge, following one of his big linemen, and he's going to follow him to about a 4-yard gain there, right on the heels of Brendan May, as he just ran out looking for someone to hit, and Reggie Hess just guiding him there. He's like, all right, give me some yardage, and they got some.
And now you're in 4-down territory. It's only 3rd down, but you got 3rd and 10 here. They don't need to get everything. I'd love to see him, a potential to catch the ball and get some yardage. A 5-yard play, even a quick play, giving the receiver the ability to get that first down. But if you don't get it all the way, you can go for it on 4th.
They're on the right hash mark. 2 wide receivers split to the wide side. They fake a short throw, throwing it longer, trying to find.
Oh, and he had it.
His man, believe that was Corver Riley.
Oh, Corver Riley was there. He just mistimed his jump. The ball was a little high, but I think if he times his jump right, he could get that. But it was almost like they did a fake screen and go, where the go was Riley just a little over his head, but I also think it was a little mistimed of a jump there.
Yeah, just inches away from getting another first down, and I think in not getting any yards on that 3rd down, I think they elect a punt here on 4th and 10. A little punt there, angled a little toward the right sideline, but getting a friendly bounce inside the 15, and they'll pick it up at about the We'll call it the 13-yard line, and that's where Park City will take over with their 31-0 lead in their back pocket. And about 20 minutes to play here in this 4A playoff game. They're 20 minutes, 7 seconds away from advancing. And I should have pulled up the playoff bracket to remind myself who they may face in that second round.
I'm on it.
Park City starting under center. Sebastian Bodley going to hand off, trying to sweep around the end. As they had Owen Campbell, he's tackled for a gain of about 2. I imagine Park City going to go with a lot of runs here to just try and chew up this clock. If Bear River has any hopes of being able to score enough points to come back, Park City is going to make sure they have as little time as possible to do that. Under center once again, kind of a wing formation there. Tight ends on either side of the tackles and one single back. And they're just handing it off, going straight up the gut on this one.
See, and they ended the quarter with a stop. And this is exactly what Bear River did. So they're building off some of their success they had on defense at the end of the half.
So it's 3rd down and about 6. I didn't mention they got only 2 yards on that run up the gut. Now they're coming out in a shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to the left. And Bodley's going to bootleg a little bit to the left. Throws it long and overthrows his man. He was trying to find number 25, Brogan Price, the sophomore, down the sideline. Overthrew him a couple of feet out of his catch radius. 6:53 to go here in the third. Park City will punt.
Park City's the 5th-ranked team, and typically the 5th would go against the 4th. 4 and 5
I believe so,
play,
I know.
And that would be Spanish Fork.
I believe that's the one they're kind of paying attention to. We got to see Bear River play Spanish Fork last year. They got a win against the Dons on the road. And the punt is off for Park City. High, not too long, and then it rolled backward. So Bear River going to have their best field position of the day.
Fantastic.
They'll start on Park City's 39-yard line, I think they'll call it. With 6:45 to go here in the third quarter. We're already halfway through this quarter. It took us like a half hour to get through 5 minutes in the second quarter. We've taken about 10 minutes to get through 5.5 minutes. So Jackson Tire trotting out once again. 4 wide receivers, 3 split to this near sideline. The strong side. They're going to hand off to Reggie Hess, though. Just up the gut off the right guard, and Hess will gain about 2.
Yes, that is correct. Spanish Fork is playing Salem Hills, and I know they're beating them because that's the announcement they keep playing over the intercom.
Yeah, they're updating a few of those scores with particular interest of Spanish Fork.
Yep, and Park City and Bear River play the winner of Spanish Fork Salem Hills. So,
and if Spanish Fork does indeed win that, then Park City would travel to Spanish Fork. If Bear River rallies, they would do the same. Jackson Tire dropping back, then unleashes one, finds his man down the field. That's Eli Brager as he gets down just inside the 10-yard line.
And that is the exact same throw they did on 3rd down last time there, but was able to, have a little bit more timing there. Brager was able to bring that down. Beautiful throw by Tire.
And going with a wildcat there, Reggie Hess in the backfield, but it was a low snap. Or was it Tire? I thought it was Hess.
I thought it was Hess, too. He probably didn't see it, and that's why he said it was Tire.
Yeah, because I think Tire was over. Yeah, I could have sworn. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was Hess because Tire, I think he came trotting back over from the left sideline. That play kind of ended before it had a chance to get going because of that low snap. He's picking it off his shoestrings there. And so it's going to be a loss of probably around 6 yards. They have to get to the line pretty quickly. Under 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Tire just barely lining things up now. And no, they're going to reset the game, the play clock there. So they'll have plenty of time to get it snapped. motioning one of the wide receivers over to kind of a slot, so they have 3 wide receivers to the right. They'll throw it quickly there. Cash Avery trying to get around the defense, getting inside the 5-yard line. He was one broken tackle away from getting into the end zone.
And it was close. They had to drag him down, but I love that play. They need more of that. Avery has got that ability to catch that and keep moving, get some yards after the catch and keep going. He's one tackle away from getting a touchdown on that, but still was able to get 5-6 yards on that play.
3rd down and goal from about the 5-yard line. You've got a pretty stacked formation. Tyre going to drop to pass, though. Chased out of the pocket, trying to find a man, throwing it to the back of the end zone.
Did it get picked?
It might have gotten intercepted. We'll wait the call.
And it did.
They will call that an interception. A jump ball won by the Miners.
And that's a tough jump ball. There were 2 in the area. He did a jump ball, but the Miner, the Park City Miner corner did have the inside there. Just threw it to the very corner, hoping that either it would go out of bounds or give his player the opportunity. But, the Park City cornerback just boxed him out and made a beautiful pick there on the corner of the end zone.
It's the kind of throw that Tyre had to try and make, and I think he put it in a decent spot, but just...
Give credit to, Park City there. They were able to make a play.
That's an interception that that defensive back had to earn. Tyre did not hand it to him, nor did the receiver. And an unfortunate break for the Bears on that pick as it wipes any potential points off the board there. And now Park City takes over. There's a flag. False start will be the call as Park City will be backed up 5 yards from the 20 to the 15. To start this drive, 4:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter. As Park City will look to chew a little bit more clock. They took about 2 or 3 minutes off the clock on their first drive of the second half. They didn't get a first down. As Bear River forced a 3 and out. Got themselves good field position. But now here we go. Sebastian Bodley under center in the I formation. Fakes the handoff, rolling to his right. Throws, finds his man short, just barely 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and he'll be pile drive.
He got pile drive there. Big rock hit of the game there.
Yeah, Gunnar Christensen, and that'll certainly be a candidate for the Cast Light Rock Hard tackle of the game.
Man, he stuck him. See, I told you, Mountain Crest was up 14-0. Skyview has now come back 31-14, 31 unanswered points. That's just their MO. I mean, you hope one time it'll catch them, but going down 4, you can't really spot everybody 14 points.
Yeah.
They're having luck with it,
We'll
though.
see. Skyview has definitely been a little up and down. Pitch to the left side. Titan Jones eventually drags him down. Grabbed him by the jersey, then by the wrist. And Titan Jones drags down Eli Warner.
Beautiful tackle for loss there.
Titan Jones would not give up. A guy who's probably faster than him, but not bigger than. And Titan Jones took advantage of that advantage that he
took
has.
his whole height there. Was able to grab him by the shirt and drag him down by the clothes and threw him. It was great.
Not getting away from that arm tackle. Sets up 3rd and long. Park City playing it super conservative here in this second half with short passes and runs. We'll see what they do on 3rd and forever. Sebastian Bodley, he's going to uncork one deep and nearly intercepted.
I don't know how he didn't get that, though. I mean, he threw into double coverage. I don't think the receiver caught it because it dropped right in front of him, like a yard in front of him, and he didn't stop running. So it's almost like he didn't see it because of the coverage.
Yeah, couldn't quite get a beat on that one. Gunnar Christensen, the nearest man to that. He's wearing a white jersey and not the black and reds that Park City is donning. Speaking of Park City, they will punt. Bringing their punt man nearly blocked there. High punt caught out of the air by Tatum Stevens, and he tries to slip through a gap in the defense, but they get him with an arm tackle as he crosses the 45, the plus 45. So Bear River going to take over 44 yards away from their potentially first points of the game as they trail 31-0 with 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. Today's game brought to you in part by Rudd Funeral Home. Rudd Funeral Home in Tremont and Garland will treat your family with care and compassion in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com. That's ruddfuneralhome.com. R-U-D-D, Rudd Funeral Home. So Bear River with their third possession of the third quarter. And Jackson Tire with a quick pass. They've liked that quick one.
I like it too.
Off the play action, they find Cash Avery for 3.5.
You got to get him involved. I mean, that one right there, you got 3.5. It looks like they actually gave him 4 yards there. But, I mean, when in doubt, that's a decent run. That's a part of your running game, and he's been able to get 5 and 4 and 6 on some of those. And so I just like that play. They're giving him the 5-yard cushion and keep utilizing it.
Tire to pass once again, looking over to the sideline. Caught Stevens. Going to try and get to that first down marker. Takes a big hit. And I think they're going to mark him just shy. Nope, they're going to give it to him. He was basically right on the 34-yard line, which is the line to gain. Only gave him the 33. Favorable spot there, or perhaps it was also on the sideline. I have a bad angle to that spot on the field. So they'll call it the 33-yard line. Bear River been moving the ball much better this second half, but don't quite have anything to show for it yet on the scoreboard, as there's a $1:45 to go here in the third quarter. 31-0 in favor of Park City in this 4A playoff game. Jackson Tire going to hand off to Reggie Hess, trying to get around the left tackle, Lots of room to run there. He's going to get near the first down marker once again, up to the 25-yard line.
I love seeing him run because he hit that hole. It went nowhere, and he just went east and west quick, turned the corner, went north and south. Man, the guy probably ran 20 yards, 30 yards to get 8 yards there, but still, beautiful play, good blocking, and Hess has sure got those wills, and I love seeing him run.
Yeah, definitely a great player there, the junior running back and return man. Sets up 2nd and 1. They're going to give Hess the ball again right up the gut.
Ooh, I don't know if they got it.
Yeah, they needed about 1.5 yards, and they gave him about 1 yard. So that'll set up 3rd and very short. And
this is a fun play, 3rd and 1. Now, you definitely would go for it on 4th, and so this is where if you're the OC, do you try something kind of fun, kind of tricky? Do you get a play out? Because worst case, you go for it on 4th and 1, and you think you can get it. So, I'm looking at something kind of fun here. I want to see a deep ball in the end zone.
They'll keep it simple. Nope. Hand off to Tyden Jones.
I don't think he got it.
They should give it to him. He fell right on the 23-yard line, which is a line to gain.
If it's the left, he's not going to get it, and the right, he's going to get out. They didn't
give it to him. I thought they should have, but I thought he kind of fell, and his face mask just about went across the 23. Maybe that was just shy.
Do it again. Give it to Jones.
Basically, they've got that same formation.
Over.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even paying attention there.
Wow.
That quarter went by a little bit faster this time. That's the end of the third. Bear River still trailing 31-0, just as they did at halftime. We'll be back after this.
Your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now, and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
We're about to begin the fourth quarter here in Park City. Park City High School, Dozier Field, home of the Miners. And it is the Miners who lead 31-0 over the visiting Bear River Bears in this 4A playoff game. Bears have the ball. They face 4th and inches. They need to gain the 23, and they're about half a yard shy. Jackson Tire lining up with the shotgun. Got Reggie Hess next to him. They play action, throwing it to the corner pylon. It's incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Got aggressive. And now they're gonna lose the ball. And Josh, does that count as one of your pet peeves, or is?
Yeah, I mean, I would have flipped the plays. That's the play I'm running. I'm running that on 3rd and 1, and not 4th and 1. I think the coach and I were on the same page, but I would have flipped it. I like that 3rd and 1, but 4th and 1, 3rd and 4th and inches, you don't do a deep ball into double coverage.
Unless you can catch him off guard.
But they had 2 people. They had 2 people on him, and
first down run for Eli Warner.
And then
he'll gain 10 yards and a first down.
And I know Bear River's thinking they're going to sell out the run. They're going to sell out the run, but it was double covered, and it was a tough pass. I mean, Tyre did have time, but that's when you almost got to think, like, could he have used his legs and run around the right side, because he had time and there was no one around him to just get those inches. And a deep ball into double coverage is just not a really high percentage play.
Hand off to the fullback, going up the gut, and he'll gain about 5. As we'll have a score update. I don't think you updated it when it went 31-14 for Skyview, right?
I did.
And then Green Canyon leads 42-20 over Uinta. Uinta got a touchdown and tried to go for 2. They didn't get it, and then some extracurriculars. Apparently someone getting ejected on the Uinta side, I believe. Getting a little scrappy there. Fake handoff to the fullback. Sebastian Bodley going to keep it, and then he'll be absolutely laid out. Tatum, no, excuse me, that's not Stevens. That's a Riley Bingham.
Riley Bingham lit him up. I mean, there's another Castellite nominee.
Yeah, I forgot who had him. I couldn't tell who had him by kind of the ankles, just basically holding him there. And
Bingham
then
came by and lit him up.
Yeah, definitely got him there. I think either short gain or short loss. Minimal either way, going to set up 3rd and call it a long 4.
This is the Bear defense that we saw in the first quarter. I mean, like I said, this Minor team's not too fancy. They're just going to run the ball a little bit here and there and get some blockers and then try to just their athleticism to break some tackles.
Quick throw on 3rd down, going to get the first down across midfield and nearly to the 45 is the Miners receiver. As that was number 17, Charlie Cusimano. Apologies to Charlie for butchering your last name. As we're at 9:44 to go here in this contest.
What the Bears are up at is, I mean, once it goes over a 35-point lead in the 4th quarter, it goes to a running clock, which would give them quite a bit less time to come back if possible. And so that's what the Bears are fighting against.
Yeah, Park City they're not getting super aggressive to try and get that running clock. They're just trying to chew up some clock anyway.
And they are chewing that clock up.
Another run play, going to gain 3.5, maybe 4, depending on how generous you want to be. We're going to call it 3. Yeah, because they're first and 10 from the 45, and they're now on the 42. High school referees usually put it exactly on a yard line, so it's usually not too complicated. Handoff once again up the middle and a minimal gain.
Ooh, that was a poor spot they gave him. He dove. And
I think the far sideline judge gave him 1 yard, and the near one said, no, he got at least 2. They're going to put it on the 40.
I think that's a bad spot. I think they shorted him a yard there.
Yeah.
It's okay. Benefits the Bears.
They'll survive. They've got 3rd and 5. As they now cross under 8.5 minutes to play. Park City leading 31-0. With the ball, looking for a likely matchup against Spanish Fork in the next round. I formation blown up in the backfield. I need to see who that was exactly. That was, number 74. Just blew that play up almost single-handedly.
That's Damian Anderson along with Titan Jones there teaming up, and they pushed him back.
So a loss of 1, and that'll force a punt. Now
they're in a field goal.
Wait, a field goal? This is a 58-yard field goal.
Well, he's got the leg.
We'll see if he can hit this one.
I love it. Not going to lie.
Tanner Pidwell out there to try and kick this one. Here we go. Kick that's going to be short. Caught in the end zone, and they blow it dead. I guess it's same as kickoff
he was about
rules.
8 yards short. I think he got under it. I think it was on, but I don't think he got it. The cold air right here is probably pushing it down.
Yeah, you get a bit of higher altitude here.
I still love it. Let him kick the 58-yarder.
Oh, yeah, give him a chance. He's probably made that one in practice, but didn't get all of it there.
Yeah, I didn't get it all. Looks like, we've seen some of his extra points and stuff just boom. And so 58, I love it.
So that keeps it 31-0, and
it might as well. It's like a punt. He gets the ball in the 20 as long as he gets it in the end zone. So
high school rules make that a very advantageous play.
Skyview scores again, 38-14 over Mountain Crest.
Coaches are coming out to midfield. They're going to talk about something.
There's going to be some sportsman calls, and so we've seen this a few times. They say, hey, we're starting to get some extracurriculars. There's some things being said. We don't like it. We're going to call this game a little more tight. So let's watch the language. Let's watch the sportsmanship because we're not afraid to kick people out.
I know we both saw this, Logan against Mountain Crest, I believe.
Yep, we saw this last week too for the Bears.
I just need to have that conversation.
And I like it. And then the coaches will go huddle up with their team, say, get in here, let's talk. Yep.
Now Park City's going to huddle up, and I imagine Bear River will do the same, as they just need to say, hey, look, we're going to be competitive, but we're going to be sportsmanlike about it.
I love it. I love it.
It's a teaching moment.
These are high school kids. You got to do this. Instead of just blowing it, kicking people out. I love the warning. Let's tell them, and then it's like, you screw up again. We already warned you. Get out of here.
That's the way you do it at this age. Because you get to college and NFL, it's like you know better. You give them the penalties, and here in high school, it's like we're gonna give them a chance to learn because that's what they're here to do. It's the beauty of sports. You mess up, you learn, and you get better. As a person and as an athlete. And so we'll resume play here on the 20-yard line. Bear River, with 7:28 left in this game. They trail 31-0. Jackson Tire going to take the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off to Hess. He'll follow his right guard, trying to get some yardage there. He'll maybe gain 1 yard.
And it's not quite that time yet, but this is when, if you're the Bear River Bears, you start looking at, rotating some of those seniors in to get a couple plays, run a play for them, do some things here. You're about a minute or two away from more of that, but I think you're going to start seeing some of that.
Send these seniors out on some playing time. Tire once again dropping to pass. Faked a short throw, hit, and the ball keeps bouncing around, finally dragged to the ground. That was almost...
Tire got lit up, and then the Mountain Crest guy almost didn't think he was almost celebrating. It's almost like he didn't think he had the ball.
It was almost like one of those tuck rule incomplete passes where he was trying to bring it back in, then he got hit, and then he dropped it.
And then Park City picked it up and dropped it.
He just kept kind of pinballing around. We've had several fumbles that kind of go off people's hands. That's the cold weather for you. Their hands are frozen and they can't get their hands on the ball. 6:15 to go here in the game. Third, and I'm not going to try and count that, but it's a long ways.
Look for a screen or something like this. You're not going to get a high percent.
Bad snap goes into the end, so they're going to have to pick it up. No, he's just going to fall on the ground. That'll be a safety for Park City. That'll make it 33-0. Just trying to minimize the losses at that point. Wasn't a whole lot Jackson Tire could do at that point as the ball skidded past his feet. So there are 2 more points. The first points of the second half. We're about 3/4 of the way through this second half, and it had been at 31-0 for the most part. End of this game brought to you in part by Hanson Motors, proud to be the only locally owned Chevy, GMC, and Cadillac dealer in Box Elder County. 3-time gold winner for new auto dealer in Best of Northern Utah contest. That's Hanson Motors. Also a reminder to keep it here for the JEM Electric post-game show. If you're in need of electrical wiring for a new construction or remodel, call John Miller at JEM Electric. 257-7113. That's 257-7113. Now we're going to have the punt.
Yep, they punt from their own 20.
Or do they allow them to kick off on these? I think they allow them to kick off on these safeties.
I think they get their choice. They are kicking off and not punting.
I know they used to always punt, but I had always remembered like there was a choice. And I think if you're the Bears, you're just going to go with the kickoff here. He's got the tee out there. Stone Higley.
But then you're going to get a return here. Your Miners are back on about the 25-yard line. Good kick.
Yeah, good kick, and to get it about the 20-yard line, kicking from his own 20. And now chasing him down, and a good little initial hit there. Couldn't quite bring him down there, but holding him up there.
Good coverage there by the Bears. Getting him down on about the 35, 34-yard line. I mean, we've seen returns back to the 34 with an additional 20 yards there on the kickoff. That's a great play. They're playing with more heart in the second half, and I love it.
I want to say it was Benson Holmes who got that kind of initial hit. Where it wasn't a tackle, but it held him up and just halted his momentum, eventually cleaned up by the rest of his teammates. Now 1st and 10, 5 minutes 40 to go. Handoff up the middle, running over one defender and then getting stonewalled 7 yards downfield.
See, and this is the time you want to play, but you're going to sub in a player or two, some of your seniors, and that's what you've got to do. I mean, that clock's still running. You've got 5:22 left in the season. The scoreboard just shorted out. Oh, it's back up. But 5:14, they're running this clock, and I'd be shocked if they don't run it each time. Skyview finishes the game. It's a final 38-14.
Skyview rallying from down. What was it? They were down like 14. What was it? Mountain Crest had a lead. I forget exactly what it was. 14-7?
Yep.
14-10, something like that.
Mountain Crest was even 14-0.
Oh, was it? It was 14-0.
Yep.
Skyview scores 38 unanswered to win that game. As we're at 4:40 to go here. 3rd down and 3 for Park City.
6:11 in the second. It was 14-0.
That's crazy. Green Canyon also in the process of winning their game. Last check, they were up 42-20 at the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got 4.5 to play here. Pass, backup quarterback in for Park City. Mostly I can tell because he's a righty instead of the lefty. Cole Morgan, the junior in the game. Incomplete pass will stop the clock at 4:17, and the Miners will punt. Bearville will get the ball back. Perhaps for the last time.
Yep.
For better or worse. They may score, try and get some pride back. No, don't get shut out.
See, Park City's pulled some of their stars, and they should. They're getting some of their underclassmen because you just never know when a next man up is going to happen.
And there's the punt. Goes out of bounds on the far sideline. Bear River will take over at the 40-yard line. Kept walking up the field. Thought it was going to be 30-something. Now it's the 40-yard line for the Bears. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this game, and pretty much set in stone that the Bears' season will end today. Park City will advance. And Bear River has their backup quarterback in as well, the sophomore Preston Wilkinson. And he'll complete a pass for about 5 yards. I want to say that was Stevens.
Yep.
On the reception.
Number 2, yep. But these reps are so valuable to some of these sophomores and juniors. I remember when I was playing, it gives you a lot of hope and a lot of confidence even for the next season.
Driving back to pass once again, throwing long, intercepted. And now a return. Trying to get across midfield, eventually wrapped up, thrown down at the 45. And Park City will take over, basically bringing it back to what was the line of scrimmage. Off the interception, Wilkinson throwing that on just his second pass attempt of the day.
Just trying to make a play. Threw it into double coverage. Safety, little underthrown. Safety just undercut that. Easy pick for him and ran it back to the line of scrimmage. You got 3.5 minutes left. You got your second strings in. Like I said, now this is definitely where you get your seniors in.
Yeah, just run it up the gut 3 times. Likely we'll see if they get a first down or not. Park City in the pistol. This is the shortest shotgun snap I've ever seen in my life. And handoff up the middle. They'll give him 2 yards. They might have shorted him half a yard.
Yeah, good play by Daxton Bingham there, the senior.
Clock will go under 3 minutes to play. Park City will rotate a couple of guys in and out as they'll set up for 2nd and 8. Bear River awaiting in their base defense. Again in the pistol. Basically an I formation almost in the shotgun. Met at the line of scrimmage, maybe slightly behind it. Garrett Stone with the initial hit, and then I believe dragged down by Dallin Rice. No gain, make it 3rd and 8. And they'll snap this with a little over 2 minutes to play. This game brought to you in part by Spike Power Sports. Spike Polaris Honda is your local dealer for all the fun stuff, razors, four-wheelers, new and used. They service them too. Find more at gspike.com. That's gspike.com. And a false start. One guy went in motion, but the left guard jumped. Looked like those motions that you see out of the triple option.
Yeah.
Coming from that left wing.
Little wing T type option there.
That'll make it 3rd down in about 13. Thanks to many of our other sponsors, CNR Trailer Sales, K&N Automotive, and Levitt Group of Northern Utah, the wonderful sponsors of Bear River Sports here on the radio home of the Bears, 104.9 The Ranch. And that should be offside. They had to blow the play dead, throw a flag a little bit late there. That motion catching some of the Bears off. They're going to discuss whether or not it was offside or false start. I've already said my opinion on it. Maybe I didn't see something. Who knows? It was, again, that same motion.
If it were me, I'd say encroachment there. Yep.
They're going to call that encroachment offside. I forget what the technical term is for, because it's encroachment in college and NFL, because that's when they blow the play dead, if I can talk. In high school, it's like if you jump off, you're off, and that's it. They blow the play dead. Whether or not you touch somebody, if you're off, you're off. So a false start backs Park City up, and then offside moves them 5 yards in the positive direction. So we're back at 3rd and 8 with 2:04 on the clock. Park City looking to the sideline, waiting for the play. A little bit of confusion there. A lot of these guys in there are probably not used to getting too many snaps. 5 seconds on the play clock. Got to get this off. And delay of game. So another 5-yard penalty. You have 15 yards of movement and not a single snap. So, make it 3rd and 13 for a second time. And now the coach getting up to the quarterback and saying, all right, we're going to run this play. Run it. Get these guys.
Get up on the line and snap it.
This is the valuable experience you certainly spoke of, Josh.
I tell you, this is good coaching for they'll see it on film.
Now here's the end-around run.
I think they've had
and a lot of room to go. Oh, shoestring tackle there, saving the touchdown there was Bear River's number 1, Gunnar Christensen.
I mean, these are the seconds. I think you could nail it down and win the game, but I think with the seconds, you just let them play.
And basically keep running a few plays. Yep. Under 2 minutes to play. They will hand off another end around, this time to the left side, a flag, and a tackle 7 yards down the field. We'll probably back this one up as there's a minute 45 to go. It'll be a hold on the Miners. As we'll watch them back it up. And we'll await a couple more plays before the end of this game. Now a pass here. They're going to throw it long. Bit of a hand fight and caught. Now down to the 5-yard line. Perhaps a chance for Park City to score one more time. Just
see, that's one of those that if you're the Bear River, you don't love that. That's a little sportsmanship. Now you got to let the seconds play, and I get it. But a deep ball up 30-0.
Bad snap.
And that's why.
And they'll drop them behind the line of scrimmage as it kind of went through the hands of the reserve quarterback. Just over a minute to play here. They'll run one or two more plays and be done.
See, and they got the clock running, but the play clock hasn't started with the 40-second. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I think they stole an extra like 10 seconds there with that 40-second clock.
And they're going to...
Yeah, you should just go victory. That's what you should do.
Yeah, they're in the shotgun. I don't know if they're in a situation where they're going to kneel it. They are. They're going to kneel it from the shotgun.
And that should be it.
That will indeed be it. As Park City will win this one 33-0. Bear River's season will come to a close there, finishing the season at 4-8, but with a playoff victory in the first round, just couldn't quite get it done against this 9-1, now 10-1 Park City Miners squad. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back, and we'll have our quick post-game show brought to you by JEM Electric.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership. We're your friends and your neighbors.
We grew up here. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
In need of a trailer to haul your livestock, snowmobiles, or ATV? Make sure to see CNR Trailer Sales in Tremonton. They also carry flatbeds and enclosed trailers. CNR Trailer Sales, 435-246-3048. Online at crtrl.com.
It's time for cold weather fun. Golden Spike Power Sports in Tremonton carries Polaris snow machines to get you in and out of the backcountry. Golden Spike Polaris has a snowmobile you'll love with all models available. Golden Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com. Frank?
Welcome here to the... I have it wrong calling them the JEM Electric post-game show. This is where my knowledge of business names fails me. The Gem Electric post-game show here on 104.9 The Ranch, also streaming live on CashValleyDaily.com. Jason Walker, Josh Anderson here in post-game, and unfortunately not a fun outing for Bear River, going down 33-0 to Park City as their season now comes to a close. They kneel on the field, and I know we both went through this as high school athletes, where you realize the season comes to an end, and there's a lot of tears, and there's a lot of a lot of looking down and frustration, but many reasons to be proud. Once the tears dry.
I mean, you have sophomores and juniors, and you develop some good players. You had a big win in the playoffs last week. I mean, really what it came down to is Park City today came out as the better team, and you got to tip your hat to them and move forward and learn from everything and keep growing. But this second half, it really was, 2-0? Is that what the score was?
Yeah, pretty much.
And close game. They fought. They didn't give up. I love that they didn't get a running clock, but I'll tell you, they fought and they did a lot, and they showed a lot of heart in that second half, and you got to give a credit to that.
And so Bear River, again, a lot of good things they did in this game, but as you said, just kind of Park City making a better effort there. They get Sebastian Bodley with, I think it was three rushing touchdowns. Eli Warner with a 4th rushing touchdown. They also get a field goal and a safety to make that 33-0. We have to award the Castellite Rock Hard Tackle of the game. We had some pretty good candidates in that second half. I know there was one from Riley Bingham had a big one. We're going to give it to Gunnar Christensen, just a pile drive tackle. There's about 4 minutes to go in the third, I believe, and just drove him into ground, short gain, great open field tackle as well. And so a reminder with Castellite, whether you're looking for brick for your home, tile for your bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway, think Castellite. You can find them at Castellite.com, and they award the Rock Hard Tackle of the game. That's going to do it for us here in this post-game show, the Gem Electric post-game show. I've been Jason Walker, joined by Josh Anderson. Have a good night, everybody.
This Bear River Bears broadcast has been a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com, made possible by the support of our sponsors, Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Golden Spike Electric, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Cereal Brands, Riverside Corner, Rudd Funeral Home, Cache Valley Daily, Castellite, Adams Wealth Advisors, Frank May Skidoo, and Hanson Motors. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.